Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Skinolly. So today I'm going to be talking about being naked in front of people for the very first time, and more specifically just being naked in front of people at BMT. When I went to BMT, I had never previously been naked in front of people. I never took a gym class where I had to do that, or I never played a sport where I had to do that. It just didn't really exist in my school. So when I went to BMT, I was super anxious about this. Not because I was insecure about that sort of thing, but I just had never done it before, and it's definitely awkward. It was awkward throughout the whole entire time at BMT, but you kind of develop a way to cope with it, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video. So basically, after you're in your dormitory, when you get to Texas on zero night, your MTI is going to tell you to shower and shave. They might tell your EC monitor to tell you to shower and shave, or your MTI might stay there until you're done showering and shaving. It really just depends on your flight and your MTI in general, female or male. It really just depends. If it's a female, I really doubt that they're going to stay because, well, for one, they're not allowed to be in the dorm when you're changing and showering, so they're probably not going to do that. But anyways, moving on. This is when it all starts, right? So they tell you that you're at your bed, and you're like, okay, how do I do this? You're reflecting. You're opening your file cabinets in your head, and you're like, okay, YouTube videos, right? What's the next step? I don't know. Your head's on fire. It's super easy, right? I know that there's tons of videos that you've probably seen, how God and a bunch of people talking about you need to shower in this certain amount of time, and you need to have your soap in your hair and your soap in your hand, and do this and that, and that is true to an extent, right? I'm not trying to call out Kyle God or anything like that, but I've seen tons of videos on YouTube talking about that. I'm not telling you to take your time showering when I say this, but you don't have to rush your head off showering every single time. You don't have to be the fastest kid in your flight showering in 2.3 seconds every single time that you shower. You don't have to do that. It doesn't work like that. You're gonna have certain time frames for you to get things done, and you need to learn to time manage in those time frames, right? The sooner you get out, the better, the more productive you can be. That is true. But at BMT, you take so much pride in the time that you get to shower. You cherish the time that you get to be in hot water and just relax, regardless of being in front of people, okay? So basically, the first night that you get there, after they tell you to do that, like I said before, sorry, I kind of went off topic, but you stand in front of your bed and you just kind of get naked, right? There's going to be a towel there, or you're going to get a towel in your backpack when you get to the reception center, and you're going to take that out. You're going to get your shower shoes, you're going to get your towel, you're going to get your soaps, and I'm not sure, I can't remember if I shaved and then showered, or if I showered, then got my shaving gear and went and shaved. I'm pretty sure that we showered first and then we went and shaved. So you basically wrap your towel around your waist just like you normally would, and you put your flip-flops on. And the best way to do it for me, this is a super good way to do it in general, is you're going to put some shampoo in your hair, and in whatever hand you want, doesn't really matter, obviously you don't have to get that specific with it, you're going to have your body wash. And basically all of you are going to walk, and this is for Alcatraz, right? I'm pretty sure it's the same for Disneyland, but ours is way, way smaller than Disneyland. So you walk into the bathroom, and you're going to go into this little locker room area for your towels and stuff like that, right? So you put your towel down, and this is when you get naked in front of people for the very first time, right? This is the crazy part. I mean, when you change in front of your bed, you're naked, but this is when you're close to people, naked, shoulder to shoulder sometimes. There's 60 of you in this little area, right? For the most part, there's around 60 people. So you take your towel off and you put it down somewhere, and then you stand there naked in front of everybody. But I mean, everybody's naked, right? So it's not that crazy. You just kind of do it. You mentally just have to do it. And if you're super freaked out about showering in front of people, I don't really know how to help you. I don't really know what to do in that sort of situation. You just kind of have to jump into it and do it, and just understand that you're all there for a reason. This is the number one thing I can't stress enough. If anybody makes fun of you, if anybody hazes you, if anybody physically touches you, sexually assaults you, sexually harasses you about your yourself, like about you being naked or anything like that. Like, that's not cool, and that should seriously be handled in a very professional manner. Like, there are tons of outlets at BMT to be able to report certain situations. There's phones in the bathroom where you can call a chaplain, you can call like the sapper line, you can tell your MTI, you can tell any MTI, you can tell EC monitors. There's a call box outside in the hallway. Like, there are tons of things to be able to report certain situations like that. So if you are being mistreated in any sort of way, know that it is not okay. It's not okay to joke around about other people. Like, that is literally bullying, and that is not going to be tolerated or accepted in any sort of way, shape, or form, right? So, like, just know that you need to go in with an open mind and know that you're all there for the same reason. You're there to get in, learn as much as you can, do the best that you can, graduate, and get out and go to tech school. So if anyone's there to jack around, if anybody's gonna be there to make fun of people for being naked, like, you're literally just gonna look like an asshole. And if you want to be that guy, like, go ahead, but there's definitely gonna be repercussions for people like that 100% of the time. So just know that going in, that's the best way to kind of combat the whole being scared of being naked and the anxiety and stuff like that, is like, you're all there for the same reason. I promise you that nobody is going to be staring at your genitals. Like, nobody is going to be, you know, staring at you. I mean, it's just like the acceptance of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just kind of go in as brothers or sisters, and you just kind of make it work. And you don't make it awkward, because it's only awkward when you make it awkward. So basically, you go in there and you wait naked in front of people, and then once the shower head opens up, which in Alcatraz we had like 6 or 8, and you go in there, you freaking wash your hair really quick, and then you have soap in your hand, you wash your body, you know, all the hot spots and stuff like that. You get out, you go change, then you dry off, and then you go change, and you come back and you shave. So, I mean, when you get to Beast, it's way harder. You're still showering in front of naked people, but it's more of like showering in front of like 120 people. You're not really showering in front of 60 people anymore, if not more people. And also, like, you have to walk through dirt and like mud sometimes to get to the bathrooms, because it's like a simulated deployment, and it gets super messy in there. And some people don't even shower at Beast. They just baby wipe the whole time for like a week, which is pretty disgusting. Like, I would not recommend doing that, but you definitely should bring baby wipes to Beast. They come in super clutch, but I definitely wouldn't recommend like using baby wipes instead of showering. That's disgusting. You're gonna smell really bad. So I don't really know what else to say about getting over the anxiety. If you have anything specific about it, feel free to drop it down below, just because I want to help you as much as I possibly can. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave your ship dates down below so that I can connect with you, and that you can all connect together and partner up with people that you're going to be leaving at the same time as you. So I am going to be uploading a video about my job. I have gotten so many comments asking about my job, asking about cyber, what I do on a day-to-day basis, and all sorts of stuff like that, right? I'm trying to figure out a way where I can make that video and do it right without exposing a huge amount of my job. And it's not that I'm not allowed to do that. Like, I can tell you about my job, but I don't want to go super in-depth, and my job sometimes happens to be super in-depth. So I'm trying to find a way mentally where I can kind of talk about it like a lot, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm in the process of getting a top secret clearance, right? But I'm not doing top secret work, so it's not about that. It's just I don't want to shed light where light doesn't need to be shed, if that makes any sense. So anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. If this video was kind of rambling, I'm sorry. Like, it's really hard to make a video talking about being naked and how to overcome that anxiety without a little bit of context involved in there, because it's like a certain situation where it needs to be done. So anyways, again, for the 3rd time, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.